Did you ever request for one?
No.
Did you? What was the nature of the deployment? How did it happen? Can you just give us the scenario, how it played out?
I thought it, when the other fellow come across, the next day was having some items there, and then that was not security by then. That's why he didn't necessarily go post the security there to protect the property. I think that's why he had to stop on Monday to access the security to security.
So he invited you to his office? How did it happen? That's my question. I want to take you back to that particular day. How exactly did it happen?
He didn't invite me from his office, but as I said, while this, the person was at Woodfoot, we normally go there 10 to 10, and I know that for the before anything else. Then he asked me where I'm right now. I said to him, anyway, I'm at the field, but I normally come here 10 to 10. He said to me, you are still at the garage, and I said yes. By then I was still at the garage. Before doing that, we have some people with the discipline. And then I like to attach you from to that team going at good, then you be with them. That's how I.
And prior to that, you were in State House under the vehicle control of it.
Yes.
How many superiors did you have in that?
My father said is sometimes in my and I was just one.
So apart from Sediba, was there someone else on top between you and Sediba, or were you second in command in Sediba?
I was the second in command. There was in Muhaji.
Okay.
And then you have, if I'm not wrong, there's a one commission also called Dabo. Dabo, but I don't know the name.
At that time, you were 5 in total, correct?
Exactly, if I'm not wrong.
You've already mentioned 3 people.
Yep.
So after that third person, are you next in line?
You have also one new personnel called Luis.
And he was more senior than you?
Yes. I was the junior of the day.
So you were the junior of the.
I was the junior of the day.
All right. So my question now is, why you? Why were you the one deployed there? You were the most junior in the office, and yet you got the benefit of having to go and man a whole perimeter.
Not actually, I was the commander to mount the whole perimeter. So the place was handed to Commissioner Davo and Sediba.
When we say the place, you mean MSA?
Yes.
It was handed over to the vehicle control office. You mentioned another name apart from Sediba?
Just Commissioner Davo, the PIA commander.
Okay. So they were supposed to take joint control over. I'm assuming the PIU was supposed to facilitate the security proper, and the vehicle control office was to manage that. Was that the case?
Exactly.
Okay. So, were you briefed on the condition of the premises and the assets there when you were being given your instructions?
As I know, it's like when Sediba came and meet us there, together with Commissioner Davo, the advice he.
You know, I'm in the sky right now. You mentioned that it was given to Commissioner Dabo, the premises, which is MSA, was given to Commissioner Dabo and the vehicle controller, Sediba. And it's from Sediba's office that you take your command from. So even though you were the physical presence at MSA, it was Sediba who was in control. That is your evidence. Now, I just asked a question, and you went straight to when they found us there, when Sediba and Dabo found us there.
Okay.
You skipped a lot of evidence. So jumping onto that. I want to know how, after you were deployed, how, when you went there, who did you find there? Who received you? Was there any handing over notes, etc.?
If they actually handing over, I'm not the right person who to take over because of, I was not the guy in charge and I was not a single man in front.
Say that again.
I said if they're actually handing over, I'm not the right person to take over the handing over because I was not the senior man and I was not the guy in charge. So.
That is precisely my point. So when you go on to say Sediba found you there, it doesn't tell you anything because as per your evidence, it is in fact the handing over was done to Sediba. So in fact it was Sediba who was in possession of the place. Okay, now take it from there. You were in, okay, I believe, Honorable Chair, with your permission, I believe
Yes,
please.
Mr. Jack, I think you need to help us out here.
Okay.
With my personal observations, I have the feelings that you are hiding a lot from us. We're talking about the military here. In terms of your deployment, we believe that cannot be done by the Secretary General as a civilian and a public servant. From your chain of command at the military, who exactly facilitated your transfer to MSA? From the chain of the army, we mean here.
It was not a transfer, it was attack. Because I was never being transferred, it was attack and I stayed on that. And we all know during impasse, to whom are you going to take further by them? And as far as I am concerned, when I was wearing this uniform, I took front and I swear, as I did right now, I'm just giving life and support.
Mr. Giant, sorry, you just mentioned during the impasse. Can you mention that again? Thank you. Sorry.
What I mean is, when you ask me a question, I take orders from who and who transferred me. And I said to him, there is no transfer. It was attack, and I'm still under attack at that place. Okay. Through my own understanding, whom are you going to and take order from?
That's right. Back to you, Honorable.
Mr. John,
Yes, please.
being it transfer, being it an attachment,
Okay.
my question again is, who actually attached you at MSA under the chain of the army?
It's the same question that you are asking, and the same question I'm going to answer. I am not, by then, I am not there, I am not seeing anybody whom you know you can stand and say, I give order to giant to do this. It was only Sediba who I was working with civil control, and he's the one who attacked me there, and then information with me assignment.
Mr. John,
Okay.
is it not true that in the army you have a specific unit responsible to control military vehicles? Is it not true that within the army structure you have a department or a unit that is responsible to coordinate and supervise all military vehicles?
Each and every unit has your own MPO. MPO means motor transport office. Each and every unit. The guard was having their own, likewise Mundo.
Mr. John, my question is, which you partly answered. You said every unit in the army has a MTO.
Yes.
In that MTO, who was your command?
I was working under MPO by then. Because I'm not an MPO, I'm a mechanic. You have chief mechanic, you have an MPO. You just have a same.
Mr. Judge, my question is, who was your commander? Who was your most senior?
At the time, my commander was President Army Commander Second Guy.
Said Nyai is your command.
Commander by the
So meaning if we are to be moved either on attachment or on transfers, that authority must be given by Said Nyai. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So in this specific circumstance, who ordered your attachment to MSA?
You want to keep part of my.
I must repeat because I'm not getting the answer. It's just now that you give me part of an answer, saying Said Nyai is your commander.
Yes.
And if Said Nyai is your commander, will you be moved from one unit to the other without the authority of Said Nyai?
The same thing I am talking.
We are not saying the same thing. You said Sediba and someone else. You were never talking about Said Nyai. It's now that you talked about Said Nyai.
Because the question you bring, that's warrants me to mention Said Nyai. But that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I think it is
Mr. Sorry. Before Honorable Sir comes, let the witness answer Honorable Jamaica. You need to answer that. He's not giving us. Repeat it. Allow him to repeat.
I want to
Please, let him answer that.
I agree. But here, on the same issue, he made me during the impasse. It was like, you don't take order from anywhere, according to him. But again, he was saying that his immediate command was Mr. Fadera. So the person that you are asked, because these are different units, or these are different areas, where you have the police and the army. Before going to Mr. Fadera, to be posted or to be transferred to that department under different control, who ordered your transfer or who ordered your assignment to that area? That's what he's asking. Who gave you the order to go and work with Mr. Fadera? You didn't just jump on yourself to go and work with Mr. Fadera. Somebody asked you to go. Where did this start from?
I don't work under Mr. Fadera.
You don't work under Mr. Fadera, but you are taking Mr. Fadera's command.
As I said, I can still repeat my words. I am working under Seriba as a business employee at the time and still now.
And you are working under Seriba?
Yes.
Seriba. Then who transferred him to Seriba?
I am under attack.
Who attacked you there?
It's the army who attacked me there.
Under whose command?
That's my commander.
Who?
Seriba.
That's what we are asking you. Say Njai command you. Did he give you a letter to say move there?
In the army, we normally give letter. We normally give pardon order.
You are not giving letters.
That's a pardon order. You don't normally submit that.
So that order was it written?
It was written as pardon order.
So it was written and given to you?
Sorry, I don't.
The order was given to you.
I don't get it clearly.
Can you explain what do you mean by pardon order?
Pardon order, that one, every week, they normally place a document at the board. Because every soldier should go there and then know your posting or know where to go or know what to do. So they call it pardon order.
Mr. Jan, now you are coming. You are given the order to go and work with Mr. Fadera, Mr. Seriba.
Sorry?
You were asked to go and work with Seriba.
Whether I am asked to go to Seriba.
You were asked to go and work with Seriba, or you were attached to Seriba.
I am attached.
You were attached to Seriba by Mr. Njai. Correct? Thank you.
Now, the fact is, here, he is not really giving us answers, and we need to be very much careful here. Simply because you cannot come and sit before us and tell us you are obtaining orders from a civilian against a military task. You get it right. And now he is saying there was a platoon order that was communicated, which actually led for him to move to MSA. My question here is, for me, what I cannot understand is the way the Gambia police has a vehicle control unit at State House. It is in the same way the army has a vehicle control unit. So for me, his either movement to go under an attachment or on a transfer
should be determined by his line of command. And you should be able to tell us who exactly commanded for him to move to NSA. This is our interest. Okay, just a quick one, so we can get clarity. Mr. James, you mentioned two things, that is starting order and then attack. On which authority are you still serving? Are you still serving under the starting order, or are you attached?
I am still serving under the German National Army, attached at Bureau Control.
Can you differentiate for us what is the difference between a starting order and an attachment?
I don't understand what you mean by parting order.
You said every day you will go and look at the
That's
board.
it, part one order.
Part one order.
Part one order.
Okay, can you differentiate for us the meaning between part one order and attachment?
Attachee, as far as I know, is individual whom you attach to another police. Part one order, as far as I know, is a document that you paste and go there and then see your publication where you need to be.
When your commander, State Njai, was really instructing you to go and work with Sidiba, was it a part one order? Was it a part one order?
Can you allow me to explain?
No, answer this before you go.
Guess what?
Answer the question I asked you before you move.
Say it again.
You didn't hear me.
No, repeat it back first.
Mr. Jan, I will ask you the question again. You said a part one order was given to you, not so. Then your commander State Njai was asking you to go and join Sidiba. Is that correct?
Right.
That's correct. And the part one order, how long does it last?
I don't understand what you mean, part one order, how long that, because of
Mr. Jan, allow me now. You see, you and I wouldn't go long. You said every day for the part one order, you will go to the board and look where you are posted. Not so. Which means a part one order is for a short duration.
The way you label it, no. It's not a short duration because, like, for example, can I give an example?
Go ahead.
Fine. Like today is Tuesday. I can go to the part one order and see Jan is redeployed from, for example, State Guard to Yundum Barracks.
Okay.
Like today, Tuesday. That redeployed have no boundary. I can be there for 2 years, 3 years, 1 month, 2 weeks. If within 2 days, they transfer me to another place.
So which means you were transferred.
Transferred and redeployed are the same.
Tell us the difference.
Okay. Transferred, when you are transferred, they need to, like for example, I am attached under civil control. Hadn't been I was transferred, they will took my file and my everything to civil control that Jan is directly transferred at civil control.
So this order from State Jan, just 2 questions for you. This order from State Jan for you to join Sidiba at the civil control, was it before the late Dauda Fadera's order or after?
Dauda Fadera and State Njai, because this, you are talking of 2017 issue. This was
I'm not talking of anything. I'm just taking it from your...
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes.
Because it was the same day, wrong. It was the same month, if I'm not wrong. Because when I was working on the State Njai by doing in past, and then at the time these commanders went to at the border to export the ECOWAS. When they go there, and then this coalition people, because they have their own security by then, they went to court and start doing their own things.
Mr. Jan, we don't have the luxury of time. The question is simple. The late Dauda Fadera's advice to you to go to MSA and work under Sidiba, was it before or after the part one order was given to you by State Njai? That is the question.
When he told me that, and I went back to my command and I explained to him this happening, and he said to me, as far as security is concerned, no problem, you can go and
security deeply. That's what I'm doing to go there.
So which means Dauda Fadera approached you first before stating that.
Yes, sir.
That is your submission.
That is my submission.
Okay, I will stop there. Sure.
Can you come before you go further? Mr. Jang, huh?
Jang.
Good. Then you realize that this committee is not joking. Not right, not so. You've been watching us. We've sat down former ministers and we've taken them through. And you as a military officer, we are not looking at the uniform, we are looking at you as a citizen. And this committee is also here for the public. What we expect from you is to be very strong with this committee and give us answers to questions that we are being asked. If you refuse to do that, there are consequences for that. And this is not sparing anyone as far as you working within the public service. You sit before this committee, you must adhere to rules, and of course you must be able to respond to questions. If you did not do that, you have rules to apply elsewhere, okay? So we will allow council to proceed with this questioning. Thank you.
Yes, so I would also just add that your testimony for the analysis of the high table. So while I do appreciate the eye contact, when the high table is addressing you, it would be appropriate for you to say them. Okay, you can proceed. However, with your interactions with the members, you highlighted a few things, and I want to go back to that conversation. You've mentioned two instruments or documents. One is a Part 1 order, and the other one is an attachment. So the attachment was not a document, it was a verbal request, correct? The Part 1 order is a document that military officers will go to a designated notice board to search their names and know where they have been assigned. Is that correct?
Right.
Now, what is the interval in which this Part 1 order is issued?
Interval line.
How many times a month, a week, a year does this order come in? And how do you get aware of this order? This Part 1 order?
It's normally every weekend.
Every week. So you are required to go every week to know whether you still remain in your assignment. As so military officers, even if you have been deployed to the border, you still need to go back to visit the notice board or send somebody to look where you're going to be deployed.
They normally distribute,
It's distributed to different points.
like, I can give you examples. For example, I'm at NSA right now. Every weekend, they normally send one family and then send it to all those distributors on the,
And it seems like every weekend since your first appointment at NSA, you have been consistently extending your mandate. All right, so before your interaction with the members, we established that you did not get any written instructions for your attachment. Yes, and we also established that your orders from the army are to go and answer to the office of the president. And the office of the president have attached to MSC.
under
Correct?
dual control.
Yes, sorry?
I say under dual control, yes, sir.
Under the duty control.
Right.
Now, the question I asked you that you were to answer for me was how you were briefed on the condition of the premises and the assets there. Were you ever briefed?
When I was there, yes.
Who briefed?
It said it.
So when did he brief you? On the ground or before you left State House?
Physically underground, while we are all there.
So that was your first day. Your first day was a briefing session. It says.
I don't know.
Your first day at NSA.
he briefed me verbally when I was at the office, but when we go to the photo finally, he also came and meet us there to tell you the KIA. He just briefed us and give us the separation of the premises, the vehicles. So you have two kind of vehicles there. Can you come in? Go ahead. Okay. Because you have another vehicle parked in one side, those two are government vehicles. As he told me.
When you say another vehicle, you mean one vehicle or several vehicles?
Vehicles are me.
Okay.
There were a lot of vehicles parking there by the government. Another vehicle also was parking.
Again, let me just stop you there. It's fine. You're going very well. What I want you to do is, since the committee has got the benefit of visiting the MSA and knowing the layout, explain explicitly, because we do remember the layout. So explain where they were parked, so that we can get a visual of the circumstance.
For those who from the last time, when you get right in charge MSA, you feel like where those helicopters are, go around. There is the place where they park this government vehicle. But at the hangar, it's like a big hangar, like 2 or 3 hangars, there's a place they park former president's vehicles.
All right. So when you go along the perimeter wall from the gate, where there are currently some broken down helicopters, you turn on your left, you see some structures and some shade. That shade is what you're referring to as hangar. And under that shade is where they park the vehicles.
To speak the language correctly for us to get the substance of what you're saying. I think this committee will definitely have to start the service of an interpreter to come and help us get what you're saying.
I'm not done with that. I'm not done with that.
Sergeant, I believe you'll be comfortable with that.
I'm not done with that. I'm
Okay.
right.
All right. So what language would you wish to dialogue with?
I can speak Wolof, I can speak Mandinka.
So which one do you prefer? Which one are you more fluent in? I'm also very fluent in both.
I think because I'm a Wolof, I think let me use Mandinka. That is like
My Mandinka is impeccable. I won't. But I would ask Chair to take a 10 minutes back.
All right. That's fine. So we can stand up for 10